senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Good morning to you, Judge. Great to see you. So the president reportedly frustrated with Bondi for not moving quick enough on several indictments against some of his political adversaries. Bondi also under fire for the handling of the Epstein files. What do you think the final straw was for him?
Well, I think the final. Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. Always a pleasure, whether we're in the same room or remote. I think the final straw was the president's frustration at the slow pace of the prosecution of his political adversaries. We know about the failure to indict successfully Jim Comey. We know about the failure to indict successfully New York State Attorney General Letitia James. What we don't know about are others that the president had asked Attorney General Bondi to seek to indict, and which apparently hasn't happened yet. Look, on one side of this equation is the Constitution, which says effectively the president is the head of the executive branch, and everybody in the executive branch works for the president pursuant to his policies.
Right.
On the other side of this is the law, which has been enacted by Congress and even by some states, which says there are things lawyers must do, like they can't charge people for felonies without getting a grand jury to indict, and things lawyers may not do. And so that tension, I think, probably was a little too much for the president to endure.
And we know that Pam Bondi has been subpoenaed to testify before the House Oversight on April 14th, and that's related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Not sure yet if they will enforce that subpoena. We know that on X, Congresswoman Nancy Mace has said that her subpoena will still stand. So how much do you think Bondi's new job status, whatever that might be, will affect her deposition?
Well, I think she's going to testify. Look, we don't know if she's still the attorney general. We haven't seen a letter of resignation. We don't know if Todd Blanche is yet the acting attorney general, but whether she's in office or not on April 14th, because of Congresswoman Mace and one or two other Republicans joining all the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, I think she will be compelled to testify under oath, Charla. But she's going to be testifying about history, not about things that can happen, because we know that she's either out of office or soon will be.
Yeah, good point.
So now that a lot of speculation, Judge, goes to who's next. And Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche now serving as acting Attorney General. There are some reports that maybe EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin might get the nod. There are some others who are being mentioned. If it's Todd Blanche, be careful what you ask for. This guy's a former prosecutor, defense attorney, and he is really well tested under the court of law.
You know, since the World War II era, Mark, the Attorney General of the United States, with just one or two exceptions, has been a very, very highly respected lawyer as a legal technician. With deference to Pam Bondi, I don't think she was in that category. Todd Blanche is. Todd is a highly respected former prosecutor and criminal defense lawyer. The baggage that he has is that he's the president's former personal lawyer, and that may rub some members of the Senate the wrong way. But I think Todd, knowing him briefly, I don't know him well, has the fortitude to say, Mr. President, we can't do this. There's no evidence here. You want us to indict Mark Lotter? He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, buckle up. Grab the popcorn. This ought to be some interesting next few months here. All right. Thanks, Judge.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.